Hello folks, coming up next is something interesting. What is one thing your parents taught you but you will never teach your children? That you need to hustle 100% of the time and be constantly busy with school/worka, extra activities, side projects, cleaning etc. so ending time unwinding is a sign of laziness and boredom, and intelligent people are never bored. This really messed me up and I'm still learning the art of wasting time. Damn. Looks like you are in the 0.00054% of people on here that don't get sexually aroused by the thought of laying in bed for the entire weekend. That parents never have to apologize to their kids. I love my dad. He is a great dad and I know he loves me so much, but he has it in his head that even now, even when his youngest, me, is an adult, that he doesn't need to apologize if he does something wrong. It's baffling. I hate my dad. He's a violent, hateful, hypocritical tyrant. If I had ever heard him apologize, or even express regret or remorse for anything that he'd ever done to anyone, maybe I'd have hoped that he could be something other than a monster. These days, he's stopped being violent at least, but I don't trust him. I get that he's afraid of looking weak, but how can I trust someone who used to beat me for the explicit purpose of keeping me afraid to speak in his presence? For years, I'd just freeze if he asked me a question because I was terrified that I'd say something to set him off, and he still refuses to admit that he was wrong. If he apologized, I don't know that we'd go straight to Sunday brunch and playing catch in the park, but maybe we could start picking up the pieces. How to open a beer bottle with my teeth? Teeth? No. A lighter? Yes. I feel like a freaking wizard every time I do it and I will never, ever, look up to see if anyone's actually impressed. Eat everything on their plate. I try to get my kids to make an effort to eat their meals, but I'm never going to punish them for not being hungry when I say so. Sometimes you start it and can't finish. Sometimes you just don't like it. Now if they keep saying they're hungry, sometimes you gotta learn to take what you can get though. My husband came home with a big box of reduced donuts today. I cut a small piece off each and put them on a plate for my son. He gave me the plate back with about half still on, so I asked if he didn't like them. He said they were the best donuts ever, but he was full now. I know it's not much, but it made me so happy. I struggle to leave food on a plate no matter how much I've eaten, and he's there just leaving his favorite food because he's not hungry anymore. That crying is shameful. I'm trying to not teach mine this one. But I still feel really ashamed when I cry. I'll say it's allergies rather than admit I'm crying. I hate it if anybody sees me crying. I, a grown-ass roughed up industrial worker, shed tears in the Coco ending. My daughters laughed at me. The ending to Coco really gets you. Shed those tears, man. How to change an electrical outlet, 120 volts, live. Good stuff. In my apartment we noticed a strange smell and discovered an electrical fire just starting up from our water heater. We flipped the electricity off and called the landlord. When he noticed that we turned off the electricity, he got really excited. Apparently not many people know what the panel of labeled switches by their front door is for, or they think that is for building maintenance only and they aren't allowed to use it. It has led to a lot of damage in the past, I guess. That sex, sexuality, drinking/drugs/partying, politics, money, spirituality are awkward things to discuss. I want my future kids to know facts and that if they are ever in trouble, I'm a safe place for them. We don't have to talk about it if they don't want to. They'll be taught how to be safe, but they should also know that these subjects are a part of life and should not cause shame. My little girl is always saying, "Mummy, can I tell you something?" And I reply, "You can always tell me anything," trying to get some good habits in for when she's a teenager. I was the wild child. My husband pretty much lived under a rock till he was 18. I know I'm not a perfect parent and sometimes I have big guilt in how I dealt with a situation in the wrong way, but I try my best and that's what I try to instill into both of them. If you try your best, that's all anyone can ask of you. In the end, the only person you hurt is yourself when you half-arse it. If a boy acts like a jerk, it means he likes you. No, just no. First of all, he shouldn't be let off the hook for acting like a jerk. Whether he's 5 or 105. Secondly, it teaches girls that abuse is okay, or that they should expect to be treated like crap, and that it's okay for them to be treated like crap. My daughter had a little boy that was picking on her and I was pissed. I asked her what would happen if Toddy, her dad, pushed me off of the sidewalk or pulled my hair. She said he wouldn't do that because he cares about me and that other little boys in the school are a lot nicer. That's damn right. You stay away from that little boy, Chase. That little boy is an a-hole and don't forget it. Oh. And at the start of the coronavirus thing he was blowing air on her. That I basically have to be a smaller version of them, believe exactly what they do and not think for myself and have my own opinion. If I have kids, I'd let them be open-minded and believe what they want. That you can't change how things are and you can't ask questions because I said so. I was going to say, that I don't want to teach them that because I said so is a valid reason for anything. If I can't verbalize a good reason why not, then I shouldn't say no. If I can't verbalize a good reason why not, then I shouldn't say no. But sometimes kids just don't accept logic. I told my son he can't wear shorts to school today because it's 40 deep. He insists he wouldn't be cold. Just because he doesn't like my reason doesn't mean I didn't verbalize it well enough. He put on jeans because I told him to. To try to fit in as much donkey possible and to please others, at the expense of who you really are on the inside. Yeah, just buy pants that fit comfortably. I'm so sorry I couldn't help myself. Ooh, damn typo, but so funny. To wait until marriage. You know they won't anyway. The best you can do is teach them to be safe and pray they do okay. Same with a lot of things, actually. I know my daughter is going to have sex no matter what. I know she's going to try alcohol at some point. I know she's going to probably try pot. Her safety is my priority, so the sex talk is going to include how to stay safe, where the extra condoms are stashed, that it's perfectly okay to ask me any questions about sex, like, X happened, is this normal? All about consent, etc., and about the effects of alcohol, based on science, and how to stay safe when drinking socially with friends. Definitely would prefer if she didn't drink before 21, but if she's going to, might as well try to help herself not get absolutely poop-faced and possibly assaulted. But here's hoping I can move us to Europe in the next 5 to 10 years. How it feels to be hit by a belt. My mom got really mad at my siblings and I for something, so we ran into a bedroom and quickie stuffed magazines in our pants so the belt wouldn't hurt. She started smacking our asses with the belt, and since it didn't hurt we were laughing instead of crying from the pain. She then pulled down my pants and saw the magazine. Now she got really mad, took the magazine out and hit our bare butt skin. Hurt like hell. Lesson learned, next time you stuff your pants with a magazine, and get whipped, act like it hurts. You are an innovator. An unsuccessful one, but nonetheless. Yo urge ni ra ti on as la zai, yc ant y u b li ks. Parents, I will work hard to my children don't have to suffer like I do. Also parents, you ki ds have it so easy. I'm in my late 30s. All through school the gospel was get a job you love. Now when you leave a job because you aren't happy they look at you like you're crazy. My dad had a job he hated for 35 years, it made him miserable. My parents fought a lot. They'd both get very emotional about things and raise their voices in every argument. By example, I will teach them that when you are angry, take a break from the argument until you've both calmed down. My parents argued really a lot. I became very non-confrontational as a teenager because of this. This has caused me a lot of troubles in my personal life. Finish what's on your plate. No thanks, you stop when you're full and can save the rest for later. I'm not giving my kids an eating disorder by destroying their hunger signals. I watched my dad countless times tell my brother that he is a pussy if he didn't clear his plate. My dad also gave my brother the nickname Soft Shoulders. I once asked my dad why they never fed us fruit or veggies. His response was, well, we had apples around all the time. Yeah, give a child a bucket of candy, and an apple, and see what they choose. Good God, I'm angry at my parents. What would have been your answer or question? Leave it in the comments below. Slap that like and subscribe button for more, and check out the link in the video description for even more answers. Peace out, and catch you in the next video.